How's it going, everyone? I want to make a quick update on CETX, and a lot of people are trying to ask me, like, this was your favorite penny. Why did this run 100% and stuff like that? I am not looking for CETX to run 100%. I am a very conservative player. I want to stay in the market, live another day. So CETX has did exactly what I thought I was going to do. I said in the last video, we are going to target the EMA 5. The EMA 5 is usually going to be a rejection point, especially when you just hit this EMA 5 here, you have a big gap down. Usually what happens is you touch the EMA 5, you get a rejection, come to the new low, and what I was looking for is this ATR 4 bounce, right? Right in here is where your next area would be, and then you could target the 10, and then I believe, if you guys are confused about the lingo I use, I have a Discord. I have all the training you guys need. But basically what happens is price will revert to me. This is a downtrend stock. It's not a clean looking chart where price is going to go gradually up and up and up. You can clearly see that price is going down. And the easiest way to say if it's a downtrend is right on this candle when you start seeing the EMA 20 switch flop. You can see it's fairly early right here. The EMA 20 is your top band, and price is and the bands are very spread out. So that means momentum is going to the downside. So what we look for is price revert to the mean, and how I do trend reversals, how I trade against the trend. It's super risky, but you can make nice returns. Like yesterday, price went up to the EMA 5, almost went up 10%. So the last time we touched the EMA 20 is 924. And the reason why I say that is this is really good because we're due for the EMA 20. Now, am I going to just say, okay, since we're due for the EMA 20, I'm just going to buy anywhere? No. So 924 to 1024, 1124, and then 1224 would be 3 months of not touching the EMA 20. I think it's going to be 3 months and more because of all the big moves down. Indicators lag, and it takes time for this EMA 20 to catch up to what the algos think it should be. So I like CETX coming in here. As you can see, we had this gap down. We don't buy the reverse split. We give it a couple of days. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th daily candle, we touched the EMA 5. I was expecting more like 10 daily candles with a drop like this, but the market said, you know what, we're going to kind of consolidate and we're going to touch it. So, from this low to this was a 16% gain. That gave you that 10% mark. Now, are we surprised that on the EMA 5, CETX rejected? We should not be surprised about that. This is literally algos doing their work. They come back up. We know that's a rejection point, and what's going to happen is we're going to keep touching that till we eventually get back to this 10. The 10 will get touched, but just like support resistance, they're going to touch the EMA 5 a couple times, knocking on the ceiling there, and then finally break out. Where would I look to buy is only at this green band. Make it simple, right? You don't want to just throw darts at the table here. You want to say, okay, I'm going to buy at that lower band. And you can see right when that got to that on that daily, this is a smaller time frame, so you can see on a lower time frame, it's not extremely oversold on a 15-minute, right? So you can see what price on the daily got near this area, and it started coming back up here. And if you use the data price range, this move alone was an 8% move, actually even higher. From this low here to here was another 11% gain. Well, not too bad, right? So here's CETX. Price comes back down here. You can see it penetrates that lower band, and it swiftly comes up. And it doesn't mean you just get in right away. The reason why I would not buy this candle is because there's not enough time distance. We just left the EMA 5, and what you have to do is you got to reset the clock. So we just hit the EMA 5. I like to, since we had this big move down, we had this reverse split, do I think that this is the big pump we've had? No. I think CETX does have more of a pump. We just had an RS in October. We've had another one. So usually you get a nice, decent-sized move, but it doesn't mean it has to. But what I would like to see is, about 3 more daily candles, see if we can get back to this lower band here, make an entry, and see if, price can come all the way up to that EMA 10, which is about a 48% gain. Very nice. Now, if you bought way back and you're just like holding this thing, then yes, this thing has been a disaster for you. And nobody should be holding penny stocks this long. If you can see, look at this. We had this RS way back here in October 3rd. They did a 1 for 60. All right. And then people get in. Well, I see this all the time. People get in right away when this happens. So you had this right here, and it goes down 51%, and then they get in right here on this candle, and then it goes down and down and down and down. But I traded this in the Discord. I made massive money. People who didn't take the profit lost, because you got to understand, this is a downtrend stock. You're posted to sell the spikes. This is not a solid company. So when we got into the Discord in this area, we had many pre-market and after-hour spikes of 10%, 10 to 20% gains. So I take it out, take it out, take it out. And I kept playing this till we eventually touched the EMA 5. Right in here, it had a gap down. We sold it out in here because we saw the article. It was mentioned in the Discord that they were doing another RS, and we already knew that, and that's what caused this gap down. How convenient. Price goes up and up and up and up, and we keep selling it through these spikes here. So lots of good gains here, but look what happened though. Once we touched the EMA 5, are we surprised that this went to a whole new low? Are we surprised that this kept going down? No. Are we surprised that when we hit the 10, this was called a liquidity grab? Are we surprised that this went down? No. So, and that's why I'm saying, EMA 5 was touched. It gets, you have to have your orders in at that EMA 5. Either put it a penny lower, put it somewhere in there. So if you're working or nothing, at least you have it. Because you got to understand too, also, this EMA 5 is going to fluctuate. So every day is a new EMA 5. So how I like to say is, when I'm playing against the trend, I have accumulation strategy. It's in my Discord. You can see in my swing trading education right in here. I have how to properly accumulate reversals. This strategy will get you very close to the bottom. So it really helps where you can say, okay, we have the time distance. I didn't even talk about the KDJ. We have a low KDJ and all that. And I use all that analysis to make a nice educated decision. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I'm not going to say, it has to work. But this is what I use to take no bias into my decision. I think this is still a good stock. You got rid of 2 RSs out of the way. Yeah, it kind of sucks if you held it, before, but people in my Discord should not be holding this holding it. So just remember, downtrend stocks, you just get out and out on the rips and dips, on those pumps, and especially with penny stocks. If you guys do want to join the Discord and see my alerts, we've been having a killer past 2 weeks for sure. I've been kind of switching some things up, going, since there wasn't much trend reversals. I was looking at CETX, just barely missed by a day or two. So I didn't get in for this EMA 5 pump. We knew it was going to happen because anything that don't touch the EMA 5 in 7 daily candles this long, it touches it, algos work their magic, and then bam, it rejects. So if you guys do want to join the Discord, hit the link down below in the YouTube comments below and in the description. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. The easiest way to subscribe is just hit day trade alerts. You can see under the subscriptions tab right in here. They will be $12 a month, and you get access to swing trades and day trades. It's at an all-time low cost, and it'll never increase. Your lifetime membership if you get in. But you can also hit Server Shop too. You can see the 2 services I offer. They're not pulling up now, but I also do just swing trades. If you just want swing trades, you have a busy work style, for $6 a month. If you want day trades and swing trades, they are $12 a month, and your name will be in gold under this tagline. If you have swing trades, which I can show you kind of the swing trade alerts format, your name will be in green, and you can kind of see, very simple, buying Daku at 79.10, sold Daku at 81.90, and holding a smaller order to earnings. So I make it very clear and simple, and I show you guys, if you guys watch my videos, you guys know how I trade with the trend and trade against the trend. This is obviously trading against the trend. Most pennies are going to be trading against the trend because they're usually just downtrend stocks, to be honest. So hope you guys enjoyed this update on CETX. Give it the time distance again. Wait till about 3 to 4 daily candles. If it's still at this ATR4, I think this is a really good buy, and I think you can go to the EMA 10. And like I said, the EMA 20 is finally due. Obviously, it's not going to just come hit this. This EMA 20 has some. It won't hit for another month. Usually, if you see like it's that far above, the algos will they won't really hit it that fast unless there's like some news that happens from the company. So hopefully with all this bad news, they do have something. You can kind of look acquisition of, I didn't see this one 9 hours ago. So they Centrex to complete 1% acquisition of Icon Industries. Interesting. So so I think they can get a positive news release and then make this thing go up a lot, but we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. If you guys want to join, like I said, I would love to have you. If not, I appreciate you watching the videos, and happy trading.